New effort to legalize marijuana for recreational use. And Alec Baldwin says he never pulled the trigger on a prop firearm that discharged on the Rust movie set. Also, online scams you'll want to keep an eye on this holiday shopping season.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A Southwest Missouri prosecutor drops a murder charge for a case that's now more than 3 decades old. This is KOAM News at Noon. I'm Tanya Bach. Topping our first 7 minutes, a lack of living witnesses and legal changes to requirements for first-degree murder charges leads the Lawrence County, Missouri prosecutor to drop the case. Although prosecutor Don Trotter says that could always change if new evidence is found. Lawrence Timmons was indicted in 2019 for the killing of Cynthia Smith. That happened in July of 1988 when 31-year-old Smith was last seen leaving a bar in Mount Vernon. Her body was found in a cemetery a few miles away 10 days after she disappeared. The KBI is assisting the Galena, Kansas Police Department in a death investigation. On Wednesday, police found 68-year-old Gerald Brewer dead in his home on East 11th Street in Galena. Authorities say it's not immediately clear how Brewer died. Missouri activists turned their attention to legalizing marijuana for recreational use. In 2018, voters approved the use of medical marijuana, with more than 65% saying yes. This week, Legal Missouri 2022 announced it's stepping up a campaign to get 170,000 valid signatures on its proposal to get a measure before Missouri voters in November. The initiative would allow adults to buy, possess, and cultivate cannabis for personal use. What's more, the proposal would clear the records of some past offenders.
Criminal justice reform is a centerpiece of our proposal, which will provide a fresh start to tens of thousands of state residents who have a nonviolent marijuana offense on their record, and those will be automatically expunged after the passage of this amendment.
The group currently has 50 signing locations across the state with plans for more. It hopes to have all signatures it needs collected by next May. Well, we broke a couple of record highs yesterday. Michael Hayslip joins us with a first look at the forecast. We did.
All right.
But
let's recap with everybody. Van Halen's got a great line. Finish what you started. Okay, there you go. It's yours.
Wait, there's less in here than there was yesterday.
That's inconsequential. I said I would give you everything in my wallet. Go ahead. What did you have?
Okay, so the record in Chanute for the high was 73. The record in Joplin was 74.
And you said? We
said it would break it in Chanute by 1 degree and tie it in Joplin.
No, I said that. You said it would be 2 record breakers. And you win.
We can make that up if you want. But we agreed on the same thing. So I'm going to be honest here, even though it does sound nice if that's the case.
We did. We broke 2 records yesterday. And as a matter of fact, Tanya, we're well on our way to breaking another one today. As we look at our temperature map, yesterday we had about 4 places that were up into the 70s now. We've got as high as 72. Run that through Oswego, Miami, and Grove. Look at Joplin sitting at 69. So the 2 places that the National Weather Service tracks for our records are Chanute and Joplin. And yesterday, Joplin made it up to 76 degrees, shattered the record dating back to 1970. And yesterday, Chanute got up to 78 degrees. Now, if we want to break any records today, we only got to get 1 degree warmer than what we had yesterday as far as those record highs. If we see a 73 or a 74 in Joplin or Chanute, Tanya, we've got new record breakers. So you do a great job of playing glass half full. That's why you bring the positive energy. I'm the weather guy who always does glass half empty. So coming up here in just a little bit, I'm going to talk about Sunday night into Monday morning.
So real quick though, what's the record high for Chanute and Joplin for today?
72, 73 respectively.
So 1 degree lower than it was yesterday.
Right.
Okay, so
both of those dating to 2012.
You're going with 71 for today? Or do you think it'll break it?
No, I think we'll break it.
I already said this morning I'm going for 74.
Yeah, I think I do. I think we'll break it. I'm not going to touch the 7-day, more importantly because of Saturday and Sunday. I feel confident about that. I do think that you have to remember too, Tanya brings up a great point. I'm sorry, I'm going to blow your clock. Tanya brings up a great point. When we talk about a high temperature, like we're not signifying your backyard, folks. You have to remember, we're talking about like average throughout the entire 4 states. And the fact that we cover 17 counties, that's a little bit extensive. And so, yeah, we're going to see some high 60s and some mid 70s. And I think it averages out about 71.
Yes. But we're talking about Chanute and Joplin, where the
I think we
records
break
are.
'em. I'm with you. I think we break them.
And I think we're going to hit 60, 74 in both of them.
Write it down. You keep my wallet until Monday.
Till Monday?
Okay.
Okay. What's your number going to be? Mine's 74.
73 in Joplin, 75 in Chanute.
Okay. Yeah, notoriously it seems like it's 1 degree higher over there.
I know.
So.
That's what
Yeah,
you
okay.
and I are doing the same thing there.
Yeah,
I'm
so
with you.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking, 74, 73.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, we got it. Moving along, Alec Baldwin described the moments on a New Mexico movie set when a rehearsal turned into a deadly shooting. The actor sat down with George Stephanopoulos and said he is not to blame. Omar Villafranca has the latest.
I feel that someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me.
In his first sit-down interview since the fatal shooting on the set of the movie Rust in New Mexico, actor Alec Baldwin says he is not responsible for the death of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins, despite being the person who held the gun when it discharged.
I might have killed myself if I thought I was responsible. I don't say that lightly.
Baldwin broke down during the interview while remembering Hutchins.
She was someone who was loved by everyone who worked with and liked by everyone who worked with and admired.
Hutchins was killed, and director Joel Souza was wounded when the .45 caliber prop gun fired a live bullet. The actor says the revolver went off when he and Hutchins were rehearsing.
I take the gun and I start to cock the gun. I'm not going to pull the trigger. I said, do you see that? She goes, well, just cheat it down and tilt it down a little bit like that. And I cock the gun. I go, can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? And she says, and then I let go of the hammer of the gun and the gun goes off.
That's extremely unusual.
Veteran movie picture armorer Dutch Merrick says the type of gun Baldwin used is not supposed to discharge like that.
So something tells me that this gun, if it operated the way he says, was not functioning according to the way it was designed.
Baldwin's assertion that he did not pull the trigger was supported by the film's assistant director, Dave Halls, according to his lawyer. Investigators are looking into how a live round got into the gun that Baldwin was practicing with.
Where did that bullet come from? Somebody brought live rounds, plural, onto the set of the film.
No criminal charges have been filed. Baldwin said he talked to people in the know who say it is highly unlikely he will be criminally charged. When asked if his career is over, he replied, it could be. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Dallas.
That's a look at today's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Up next on KOAM News at noon, learn a few tips on how to stay safe from scammers online this holiday season. And later, your cookies always crumble and your brownies always break. Well, Howard shows us how to package Christmas cookies safely in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. A Carthage woman is speaking out after falling victim to an online shopping scam in the hopes others don't run into the same problem. KOAM's Bronte Sarowski spoke with the woman and also has some advice from the Better Business Bureau on how to shop safely online.
Sandra Hudson was looking forward to receiving an inflatable water slide for her kids to play with during the summer. So she was surprised when she saw what had come in the mail.
It was supposed to be an inflatable bonsai water slide with cannons for my kids for $100, and when they shipped it to me, it ended up being a 3-ring inflatable pool for like a baby, and I don't have any of those.
Hudson says she could tell something was wrong as soon as the package arrived.
This is what they sent me, and the package, which I finally threw away, it came from an Alejandro out of California, not even the name of the company.
She was part of an online scam, which the Better Business Bureau says isn't uncommon.
And this is online purchase scams or online shopping fraud. And that's actually been growing in a significant way. It dramatically increased during the pandemic, according to Better Business Bureau research.
When Hudson realized she had been scammed, she reached out to the BBB, who say this type of situation can happen to anyone. but there are certain red flags that you can look out for.
If you're looking online and you're seeing that everything is heavily marked down to the same exact price, that should be a red flag. So if everything was originally $2.99, $3.99, $199, and now it's $99, every single product in the website, that's something to watch out for.
And when shopping on websites you've never used before, you may want to take a closer look.
So in the upper left-hand corner where it says HTTPS, that S means secure. If it doesn't have that S, that should be a red flag on a website.
Now Hudson is using her experience to warn others who could be scammed as well.
And if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is.
In Carthage, Bronte Sorotsky, KUAM News.
Still to come on the KUAM News at Noon, Mr. Food.
Who doesn't like getting a package of homemade goodies in the mail? I know I do. And today we have some tips and tricks to help make sure that everything arrives safe and sound.
But first, Michael Hayslip returns with your complete forecast.
A record-breaking Thursday for us in the 4 states, leading us into a possible record-breaking Friday. But while I say that, what if I told you there were blizzard warnings in Hawaii and no snow in Colorado? Yeah, that's the kind of first 2 days going on 3 days of December that it has been. And all of a sudden, just like Mother Nature decides, I'm going to be illuminated. Take a look at the National Skywatch Storm Tracker. Anything that you see in the yellow or the orange right there, that indicates record-breaking December temperatures. And that's exactly what we've had as we're on our way to possibly either tying or breaking another record at Joplin Regional Airport. If we get up to 73 degrees, that will tie it from 2012. Our record in Chanute would be 72, set also back in 2012. Carrie, it's okay. It's just the light came on. I know you're staring up at it. Don't, and here's the great thing. Our camera person's name is Carrie, and so it kind of takes me back. Don't look at the light, Carrie Ann, right? Yes, so there we go. Yesterday being our first 70 and what we've seen in actually about 15 days, never mind 10 days, as we find ourselves already at 69 degrees over 7th and Rangeline. Let's throw up some 72s that we have in Oswego, Miami, and in Welch. Throw Stockton in there as well. Everybody else sits mid to high 60s, well on our way. We knew we were going to have some mixed cloud coverage, and there it comes, moving in from the west, but no precipitation with it. Now, here's the crazy thing. This is no joke. Go down to Hawaii. See that red right there? That's a blizzard warning. That is no joke. There is a blizzard warning for the mountains of Hawaii. See this right here? This is the first time since the late 1800s there's no measurable snow in Denver, Colorado, since they started keeping records. That is how odd the first 2 days of December have been. So why don't we just go ahead and try to break another record today? Now, as we work into the weekend, because Tanya is our glass half full person, and of course your weather person's going to be glass half empty. So Saturday, we're going to have some rain, some much needed rain that's going to kick in. Still temperatures in the 60s. And then as that sprints through, so here's the thing. After that, after sunset on Sunday, okay, back to the winter clothes we go. Freezing point. Freezing point not only for Sunday night into Monday morning, but also Monday night into Tuesday morning.
Ooh, gonna be cold. Enjoy today, folks.
Well, and really a nice weekend too, because that rain's not going to kick in until late Saturday, and it's out of here by say 10, 11 Sunday morning.
Very true. All right, thanks, Michael. We take this time to honor today's 4-state hero, Corporal Ashley Intrican. The Rich Hill, Missouri native served in the U.S. Marine Corps. She served in Afghanistan in 2009, earning the National Defense Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Medal, and the Combat Action Ribbon. We are proud to salute Corporal Ashley Intrican, our 4-state hero. It's all about color, presentation, and of course taste when you're entertaining for the holidays. And today's recipe contains the perfect combo of salty and sweet. Howard shares his festive sugar and spice nuts and a few other packing tips in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Over the next couple of weeks, we'll be making homemade goodies to ship to loved ones all over the country. Let me share a few of my favorite tips and tricks to help make sure that everything arrives safe and sound. Before you get started, you want to consider what type of goodies ship best. One option is cookies. You want to go with ones that are, let's say, more durable. You know, like sugar cookies, gingerbread, and so on. Bar cookies and brownies also ship well. Just avoid something like a cheesecake bar that needs refrigeration. And no matter what you're shipping, whether that be cookies or whatever, always make sure it's cool before packing it. For cookies, wrap them in small bundles or place them in a plastic container. Tuck some crinkled up plastic wrap around them so they don't rattle and break. Oh, I almost forgot to mention that decorative tins or boxes of nuts and snack mixes are also great to ship. So no matter what edibles you're shipping, make sure you pack these in smaller containers in a sturdy box nestled in some packing peanuts. And don't forget to put a note inside so they know who they're from. To get you started, we have 2 recipes that I'll be shipping this year, along with my regular go-to cookies. It's our amazing sugar and spice nuts and our addictive red cinnamon popcorn. Both are on our website right now, so what are you waiting for? I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a pack, ship, and yummy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
We can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at koamnewsnow.com. Here's a look at our 4 state market prices.
So now that Tanya has taken every piece of cash from my wallet, every piece of cash, because she nailed it yesterday, and she was right about our record-setting temperatures that we had. We've got a new bet going on, and I got a feeling I'm going to fail again now. Yeah. I think she's right. I think we're going to set record highs again today in Joplin and in Pittsburgh, and in Chanute.
So Michael's calling for a record in both Chanute and Joplin.
Right.
I'm calling for a record in Chanute and a tie in Joplin.
Right. What's on the line here?
I'm sorry?
What's on the line?
Whatever he has in his wallet on Monday.
Oh, I thought Dow asked, what's the line? I was going to go, that's a minus 135 in Vegas.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for
Where's Jacob Leonard?
What do we have coming up tonight at 5?
Well, at 5, reading to children is critical for the development. You know that. In fact, it's recommended parents read aloud to their kids every day, starting at birth. In the digital age, many parents turn to technology. In Health Watch, we look at research that shows actual books are better for young children. Plus, the Biden administration discusses new home testing being more affordable, how a local rural hospital thinks that could help. And heads up to drivers, preliminary work on the 32nd Street widening project starts on Monday. Hope you'll join us. KOAM News at 5.
Thanks for joining us for the KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5 o'clock.